What's up, guys? Today we're going to be fitting this touchscreen full-size kit that I've got here. Next up, you're going to want to come under your bonnet and disconnect your earth off your battery. It's just a simple 10mm to unbolt that. Start this, you're going to take your vents out. They're all just trim clips, so don't be afraid to reef on them. And you're going to come over here. These again, which are just trim clips again. Start button. So the start button gets reused. There's two clips on the side there. Push in, push it out. Start button, you're going to reuse that. Lower panels down here, same thing, trim clips. Don't be afraid to pull on them. That one's already made its way out because I've had it out before. There's a bolt there, there, up there, there, down there, and down there. They're all going to come out. Some of these are quite tight too. So this little end here, you can actually get a 1/4 inch ratchet that goes in there. So down in behind here, there's several harnesses. Just unplug all of them. So under there, there's two more there's two more of these under here. And that gets that free. There we go. Like this. Push down in the middle and pull. Right, that's all off. Now, I believe you need to take something out of here. I think it's the air conditioning PDM or something like that. These 4 screws, 2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, all on the screen. So the next step, guys, involves with this, if you've got an automatic air conditioner, like auto AC, not the knobs to turn and that. The knobs one, it's okay, it's built in, keep going with it. This auto AC, you need to go ahead and remove all the screws from the back, so it's all of these screws here. Go ahead and pull this board out. Be very careful with it, obviously, because it's a circuit board. I'm just going to lift it up by the pins and then the outside, and you got to rest that somewhere until you stick it in the new head unit. We need the new head unit. Now we need to strip this panel off. It's quite a bit of extra work here, so we've got to go down here. Take this off. So this board goes in here like this on these little standoffs. You can see the standoffs on the corner. There's this bag here with these little screws in here. You actually need 8 out of this little bag. Then you pretty much got to stick them all in the holes around the outside, 8 screws. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 down the bottom. That's it for that. Right, so then you go ahead and put this back on. And when you're putting it on, your pins down here are going to go through these holes. So you've actually got to be pretty careful putting this back on. Got to line it up. Alright, that goes like that. And then that other little cover that you took off goes back in here. These two little standoffs, you need to take the screw head. Screws back in. Right, then you're going to want to put your screws back in for your board. Next you're going to want to put this back up here, kind of run it like to the left of that square hole there, and then put the tape that was on there back on there. Keep it nice and neat and out of the way. So this next bit can get a little confusing if you don't actually know what you're doing with it. So this wire here, you need to pass the bit here that says 2-car audio host cable. You need to pass that under and plug it into this. So the next thing you're going to want to plug in is your OBD. It's quite a long cable with an OBD plug on the end of it. I think it just gets some gauges or something off the instruments, or maybe a door light or something like that. But you're pretty much going to want to run it in behind the trim here, all the way over and down, so you can plug it into the OBD at the bottom. And back out again, and then plug that in. Next you want to utilize the mic. So to put the mic in, all you got to do is pull all your weather seal out all the way up to where you're going to sit your mic, which is about here. I'm just going to run this. I'm actually going to clip it on there, and then just back feed the wire behind the trim there. does help if you use the trim tools to pull that back too. Put that there. That's there. Now you're going to run your wiring all the way back inside your trim there. Now there's a handy little gap here that you want to get this to go in and over that direction so it pops back out at the bottom where your fuses are. If you can get your hand up behind there, it's even easier. Just pull them. So once again, it's pretty much the same route that you followed from here all the way back over there to where the head unit's going to be. Same route that you followed with the OBD port applications in. Right, so that's out. Got an audio cable there. Once that's up here, you're just going to want to go ahead and tidy it up. Once it's tidied up, it goes into this here. It's labeled microphone. Plug it in there. I will even sometimes go ahead and put some electrical tape around there so there's no chance of it getting yanked out or anything like that. What we're going to want to run next is our USB over into the glove box, and then also our SIM card slot over into the glove box. This unit's actually 4G enabled, so you want to my glove box is quite packed, but and then while we're over there, we're also going to put in the 4G data aerial and the GPS. And undo these trims here. Pulls out like so. These run them the same way around the microphone cable on the opposite side, but on this side. So down the trims, through the glove box and up behind the radio in this case. Like so. I'll mount those later. These wires are going to go down here and poke them under that white trim, and then they're going to go same thing pretty much back down here, in through the glove box and across the other side. Grab from down the bottom here. Alright, got both of them there. I'm going to pull all here, mount the Wi-Fi aerial. That's the center one in this case. Put it slightly offset so I can still get to the other two, and them two are actually going to wind into there. I'll get to that in a minute though. Right, next up guys, we're going to chuck this thing in. It goes in the unit that come out of the back of the original unit. So it just goes in like so, and then don't actually force it, just move that little black lever, grey lever up to the top, and that's it, that's done. Then you want to come here, and the one here, they've labelled it back video, and the one off that you just plugged in is also back video. That plugs in there, and tape back around it. Put my own tape on it too. Next we're going to go ahead and plug in this. It's for the second USB port. After that's done, we're going to tape up this and this because they're not getting used. If you want to put an extra camera in, you obviously can. Right, next up you're just going to do like a general tidy up of the wiring. That and that out. You're going to poke all the rest of it pretty much, except your signal wires and this wire here. You want to keep that out. And just pretty much put them all down in that back spot down there. Then next you're going to want to put your radio back in with all the plugs, or your CD player, because it still maintains some function. That goes in. That goes in, and that goes in. Right, so next you want to plug this power 1 wire in. So it goes into the one that says power 1, and it comes off the original Sync 3 screen. That goes back there, and then you need the bottom of that other tail that you plugged in down the bottom that went behind there to be down here, to also go into the back of your CD player there. That's it, it goes into the CD. And then you need to finagle it. Right, from here guys, you probably want to go ahead and loosen this little screw here. Put this thing from the back of the new head unit onto that screw. So we'll just go ahead and quickly do that. And then you're pretty much from there going to move your head unit, the new head unit, into place, minding that wire that you just put in. And you're going to want to plug this in first. So all your lower wires, you're going to want to plug them in first. So this wire here goes in there, and this wire here. Goes in there. And you come up here to these. So there's one that says keypad. Matches up with the one that says keypad. So this pink coloured harness with this cable here that's got emergency lamp on that label there. Yeah, there we go, emergency lamp. So that pink coloured one just goes in the bottom of your air conditioning cable there. Once it's in the bottom of your air conditioning cable, then pardon me, it will go back into this on the back of the unit when you put it back in the other side of this pink cable. So that'll allow you to have hazard lamps or hazard lights rather at any time, independent to the unit. So it's for safety reasons. But yeah, so just make sure you plug that little fella in there. Also, I've gone ahead because there's exposed pins at the back here of the unit. So I've gone ahead and put some tape there. I'm going to add some more tape. I don't like that they're exposed, and the fuse is going to be all the way back in there. There's no fuse on the back of the unit. Apart from that, yeah, it's all as I've explained it so far. I'm guessing that's it. Right, and then all of these here, they all go into one spot in the back of the head unit. You're just going to plug them all in. Energy. If the energy's right. After that, you need there's this kit here. You've got the push start button. There's a little blank plate that clips into it. If you don't have the push start button, you just line this up and then it's going to go like that. Get another 3 of those little screws that were provided in the bag where we earlier got the 8 from. Next, you're just going to need these 3 white clips off the old trim. If the energy's right. Just going to plug this start button back in. So you just got to push this button back in here and then plug the back in. Same thing, white trims need to be replaced off the old one. If the energy's go back and put all of your trims back in.
If the energy's right. Energy. If the energy's right.
And there we go. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to go through this and have a play with it now, guys. I'll come back to you later on my thoughts.